All right, we are live in the middle of the YSL trail. They are looking at the different evidence as they are investigating. Let me turn my mic down just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and jump into it. I don't want to hold you no longer. This is your boy Tuff Senior. You know what it is, you know what to do. Here we go.
Cards in it that had Jeffrey Williams' name on it.
Was there any other indication that that red bag belonged to anyone else other than Jeffrey Williams?
No, sir.
I sustain the objection.
Did you locate any other items off the bikes with other people's names on credit cards in that red bag?
No, sir.
And where specifically was that red bag in relation to where Jeffrey Williams was seated when you approached the vehicle?
It was on the back seat. There's a hump in between the floorboard on the passenger and driver's side, and it was sitting on top of that hump. It was right in the center of the floorboard.
And in the front passenger compartment, was there anything of evidentiary value recovered at that location?
Yes.
What was it?
There was a Sprite bottle with purple liquid in it.
Now, with your background, training, experience, education, did you form an opinion of what that liquid was?
Yes, sir.
Now, just in case y'all don't know, they're getting into it about a traffic stop. What kind of bag was found in the middle of the traffic stop? What kind of any kind of narcotics or whatever they believe that may be linking this with being funded by YSL, um, where the drugs would have been a part in the play towards the financing of YSL. Now, that's going to be very hard to uh, try to tie that in to say that he had something um, to do with the money they was making and the things that they was doing. But a RICO trial is very hard to explain. But from what I'm seeing, the state really got to step it up. But we don't know what all they do have, and this is the part where they're pulling out what they do have.
Sustain the objection.
Do you have, are you familiar with coding?
Yes.
Have you been trained on coding?
Yes.
Have you been trained on how you may encounter coding in the working streets?
Yes.
In your training experience, how is coding typically consumed? Is it smoked? Is it injected?
It's
I'm going to object based on lack of foundation. I'm going to object based on the fact he's not employed, not being qualified as an expert. I'm going to object based on lack of notice of the testimony that he arguably considered.
All three are overruled, sir. I'll note them for the record, okay?
It's either drink straight out of the bottle, or sometimes they mix it with Sprite and call it purple drink.
And have you encountered that or been trained on that in your law enforcement experience?
Yes.
And from what you were trained about coding and what it may be mixed with, what
He said they call it purple drink. It's syrup or lean. I've never heard it called purple drink. I don't know. Let's go.
came to your mind when you saw the Sprite bottle?
Objection to false speculation.
I stand as a form.
Based on your training experience, did you form an opinion as to what was inside of that Sprite bottle?
Objection, same objection, and it is also irrelevant. His opinion.
I'll overrule the objection, sir.
You may answer, Officer Pike.
Yes, sir. I assume that it was purple drink.
That's objection. So
I'm sorry, Judge.
that's objectionable. Jury's to disregard the witness's last response. If you can rephrase it.
In your opinion, based on your training experience, what was inside of that Sprite bottle?
Purple drink, codeine and Sprite.
And is codeine and Sprite, where does it come from, or what is purple drink? Is that what it's called?
That's what they call it. They call it purple drink.
And in the vehicle, who was it closest to when you approached?
It was in the passenger front floorboard in between Jeffrey Williams' feet.
Now, Officer Fikes, did you find anything of evidentiary value in the trunk?
No.
Was there,
Young Thug, you drinking on a purple drink? You drinking on a lean, huh? They said it was right between your feet. I been getting that alive. Yeah, he was getting bust up. They say it was right between his feet. Hold up for a minute. They said right before Jerry Williams. Let's get it.
and from what you were trained about codeine and what it may be mixed with, what came to your mind when you saw the Sprite bottle?
Objection, that's also speculation.
I stand as a form.
Based on your training experience, did you form an opinion as to what was inside of that Sprite bottle?
Objection, same objection, and it's also irrelevant. His opinion.
I'll overrule the objection, sir.
You may answer, Officer Fikes.
Yes, sir. I assume that it was purple drink.
That's objection. So,
I'm sorry, Judge.
that's objection. The jury is to disregard the witness's last response. If you can rephrase it.
He gonna go by and say it's the purple drink. It's the purple drink. And look at this lady right here, all the way on the. If you're looking towards the right side shoulder of a Young Thug, pass his lawyer up and look right over there to her. I believe she on that purple drink.
In your opinion, based on your training experience, what was inside of that Sprite bottle?
Purple drink, codeine and Sprite.
See, when you on that thing, boy, I'm telling you, you be sleepy just like this lady, yeah. Not here, this lady right here.
And is codeine and Sprite, where does it come from, or what is purple drink? Is that what it's called?
That's what they call it. They call it purple drink.
And in the vehicle, who was it closest to when you approached?
It was in the the passenger front floorboard in between Jeffrey Williams' feet.
Now, Officer Fikes, did you find anything of evidentiary value in the trunk?
No.
Was there, I'm gonna show you what's already been admitted, for publishing States Exhibit 12, Lima. For publishing 14, Lima. Who is depicted in 14 Lima, Officer Fikes?
Cedric Jones.
And, do you have any jewelry?
Yes.
What does, what was the lettering on his jewelry?
The only thing you see is SLA.
And, did that have any significance to you at the time you received?
Did they have to put the picture up with the boy hair looking like that there? I know they kind of like the style, you know what I mean? They kind of like it, you know what I mean? But man, one side is on the different. There's no way you should look like you got a perm on one side. It looked like a bird just landed on his head. A real bird, not no prop. A real bird looked like it landed on his head, and his facial expression is like, as long as the bird is a blood, I'm cool.
Stop.
No, sir.
Have you been trained to investigate criminal street gangs?
No, sir.
Do you have any particular background training or experience that allows you to recognize and investigate criminal street gangs or criminal street gang activity?
No, sir.
At the time you made this arrest, did you have any training that would have allowed you to identify criminal street gang members?
No.
And at this time you made this arrest, did you have any familiarity or training in recognizing or identifying Young Slime Life YSL.
No, sir.
Publishing States Exhibit 15 Lima. Who is depicted in 15 Lima?
Sergio Kitchens.
And where was he in the vehicle when you approached it?
He was driving.
Publishing States Exhibit 16 Lima. Who is depicted in 16 Lima?
What they're doing is they're going through everybody that was in the car, starting with this guy here, who I mean, my audio was off, so y'all didn't get to hear, but it looked like a bird landed on his head, straight forward, no playing. Just it didn't even have to, none of that, just straight down. You know, a real bird, a live bird. And if you look at him, he looked like he on bunk, pills, LSD, raw, uppers, downers, lefters, righters, whatever you got, he on it.
In this arrest, did you have any training that would have allowed you to identify criminal street gang members?
No.
And at this time you made this arrest, did you have any familiarity or training in recognizing or
And right now, what they're doing is they're going through everybody that is in the car, starting off with him, the real bird man.
identifying Young Slime Life YSL?
No, sir.
Publishing States Exhibit 15 Lima. Who is depicted in 15 Lima?
Sergio Kitchens.
And where was he in the vehicle when you approached it?
He was driving.
Publishing States Exhibit 16 Lima. Who is depicted in 16 Lima?
Jeffrey Williams.
And
Now we're gonna get deeper into it, but I just wanted to let y'all know where we're at.
where was he seated in the car occupied?
They
The
went
front
through everybody
passenger
in the
seat.
car. This is day
Did
22.
he have any
We'll get
jewelry
back
on
into it in a
the
field.
stand?
Yes, sir. He's got